Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. This week I'm going to change the focus a little. I've already talked a lot about family, feelings, Alma. I hope I have eliminated a lot of doubts and brought a lot of awareness about what you really have to worry about. This week, we will not have a specific topic. Every day I will say something that is important to each of you. We will have another portal this week, where more openings for the energy to come down will be opened. It is my brothers, with each passing day, your planet, your galaxy, comes closer and closer to the greatest intensity of the photon belt. No, I'm not saying that the event will be tomorrow, I'm just saying that more and more energies are coming, and that these energies will be increasingly clear as well, clearing everything that needs to be revealed, cleaning what is below the carpet. Many have been wondering about what has been said about this monetary movement that is being carried out. Many believe that this is a thing of the dark, that they are doing something to manipulate you. I've already said this, I'll repeat it as many times as necessary, they were not completely defeated. Yes, their military bases were all destroyed. The great energetic web that was created, so that there would be no connection with beings of light, has also been destroyed, but they are still there. The veils continue to be placed. The last step to be eliminated in this entire process will be to break the wheel of samsara, because you continue to reproduce, children continue to be born. So this will need to end. First, so that you remember who you actually were. This moment will not be an easy moment, as many of you will discover things on your journey that you will not like to see. So, my brothers, you must always be very clear, based on everything that has already been said here, what's done is done, there is no way to change. The time was different, knowledge was different, beliefs were different. So there is no point in condemning yourselves, being judges and executioners of yourselves. What's the point? Nothing you will change. When I carried out that forgiveness procedure, in which I said that you would act on your entire family structure, throughout your ancestors, it was not just the family that was treated, was his entire walk. This movement needs to be made. Some of you will remember people, but what good will it do? What are you going to stay? Looking for these people around the world to ask for forgiveness in person? This does not exist, because every time you take on a human outfit, it appears different, it does not repeat itself. So my brothers, I have prepared you for many things, and this is one of them. Many will see themselves as murderers, many will see themselves as foremen, many will be enslaved, many will see themselves as great leaders, others as ordinary people, others will see the time in which they lived, others will discover friendships with beings of light. So you will discover a lot. Now what is important in all this? It's how you're going to deal with this whole situation. It's how you will accept so many events on your path. This moment is not far away, but it also will not be a moment when everyone wakes up at the same time. This will be a unique moment for each of you. If you remember, I placed a small ball of light in each one's heart. And this little ball is growing, slowly. And as it takes shape, it will begin to reveal a lot to you. That's why I told you to write it down, because at first you won't understand anything, and then the point will come when you will understand perfectly everything that you have been through. But the most important thing is not to condemn yourself for what was done, it's up to you to analyze in your hearts how that resonates. This will be a big test. This will be a great moment in your journey of evolution. I'll give you an example. You discover that you were extremely authoritarian and were responsible for the deaths of many people. What feeling does this bring to your heart? Dread? Horror? Or that feeling? Well, I should have my reasons. I would need to analyze it case by case. Understand that there is a difference. In the first emotions, it didn't resonate with you, you were terrified of that situation, of what you did. So practically, we can say that you would not repeat this again, that this is a situation that no longer resonates in your heart. Now that second case, where you have to analyze why, that's something to think about, right? Because no one has the right to take another's life. All those who order to kill are more condemned than those who kill on someone's orders. No, it's not that the guilt doesn't exist in them, because they were the instrument, but they did it because they were ordered, because they were sent. So, how does a leader order people to kill through wars, and think everything is okay? So my brothers, this is just a small example, among n others that you will have to analyze. Each of them will resonate in your heart. If you feel like it, with each movement you discover, I discovered that I killed a lot of people in a war. I will ask forgiveness from all those I did this to. Perfect. Do it. The forgiveness procedure is unique, and can be done as many times as you want. And if done from the heart, it increasingly cleans your soul, its trajectory. She gets rid of these connections more and more, and becomes purer, cleaner. Not that the deaths were erased from that mural. That's what I already told you, none of you can point the finger at the other, because all of you, at some point in your incarnations, have already committed this, whether for survival, whether for defense, in other words, out of spite. It doesn't matter the reason. You all have deaths behind you. So there is no such thing as a clean mural, there is no such thing as a pure mural, without this feeling of taking off someone else's clothes. So forgive yourself as many times as you want. No problem. My brothers, the journey is still long and you are learning to deal with your feelings. That's what I said last week, just actions are not enough, you need to see the feelings that you still have inside. Then a lot will start to appear. So treat them, forgive those you have wronged, and don't forget to forgive yourself in the same prayer for everything you've done. Forgive this piece of your soul, which is you, for everything you have ever done. Don't forget, you can't be angry with yourself, nor judge yourself. You have to forgive yourself. But that's what I get tired of saying, it's not simply, I forgive my soul. No emotion, no feeling. It's a phrase left in the wind, which won't do anything. You have to truly feel this forgiveness. You have to truly realize the suffering you have caused, and ask for that forgiveness. And especially if you forgive. So my brothers, nothing is fast. It's not like things happen one day after another, in sequence. No. And another thing that is important, you will not see all of your incarnations. You will only see those that actually bring something to be forgiven or something to grasp. You will have access to great knowledge, to the great events that you have experienced, that need to be treated, need to be understood. One day perhaps, you will be able to map each of your incarnations. Remember, you didn't start here, the vast majority of you. You already come from other places. So you are very old souls. So what will be shown will only be what has to be dealt with. So even if you start to dream, or see, fragments of some event, don't think that it's not important. There is something there that you have to interpret to be modified, to have dealt with. So write it down. If you don't understand yet, that's okay, leave it noted. Later on, another piece of this puzzle will come and you will understand. Many don't take the things I say here seriously. They often think that this is all nonsense. I don't see anything, I do not feel anything. So I'm not going to do anything, because it's no use to me. Really thinking like this, you will never participate in anything, because you have already decreed that you will have nothing. So I remind you again, actions are not enough for you to go to the fifth dimension. You need to deal with your feelings. Because they are the ones who brought you to where you are today. Remember, a large majority of you did not pass that lesson, he let himself be carried away by that great test. And he repeated the year, on the contrary, he did not pass that test and dropped a year. So, I'm giving you the chance to know your own feelings, so that you arrive in the fifth dimension, with full awareness of everything you've already been through. Honestly, my brothers, I hope you don't want to live this all over again, that you want to evolve, want to free yourself from everything you have already experienced and done. This is today's message. To start this week, the prayer will refer to precisely this. My dear Archangel Michael, may you help me to have access to all the information I need to evolve my soul. May every feeling that I discover that I once experienced, and that needs to be transmuted, into love and light, I can do so. May I know how to forgive myself, and may I know how to forgive all those who hurt me, and that I know how to ask forgiveness from all those I have hurt. That I can, little by little, rise up and leave all these feelings behind. I am Archangel Michael. And I really want each one of you who is here now, listening to this video, very soon, to be able to have that ticket in hand, going happily to the fifth dimension.